to another episode of the Holistic Cannabis Show, where I am always your hostess, Dr. Yolanda Henderson, and always joined by my wonderful co-host,
Hendo.
He's Hendo today, y'all. All right, so we're glad to be back. It's been we've been off schedule for a couple of weeks now, but we're back on schedule. So sit tight, kick your feet back, enjoy the show, get your favorite cannabis medication, and let's laugh. Let's have a good time. All right, so y'all know that we are holistic, and we work in a holistic circle, so we have things that are going on that our topic is related to, such as cannabis and your lifestyle. So having your social life, your cannabis and your social life. All right, so we do have a very special guest that is going to call in. She's calling in now, and she's going to be talking about her business. So we want you all to greet her and to accept her. We'll go ahead and give her a call, Mr. Henderson, or answer her call.
Holistic Cannabis Show. Hello?
Hello, this is Bettie Jones.
Hello, Miss Bettie Jones. How are you today?
Doing fine, thank you. How are you?
We're doing fine. We heard and you told us a lot about what you're doing in the community. You're also one of my wonderful secretaries for the Gift of Life Community Home, and you do a lot. You've also published a great book, and I want you to tell our viewers about what you do and how you help in the community and would like to help others.
Okay, well, one of the things that I'm doing is that I collect personal hygiene products that I distribute to homeless men and women, and also deliver them to shelters where women who are escaping domestic violence are. So I guess you would call it domestic violence shelters. I do some volunteer work with the Partnership for Domestic Violence. And then I work with a group at my church where a group of seniors, and we collect personal hygiene items, school supplies, or just general supplies that are needed by an orphanage in Northwest Atlanta.
All right.
Those are the volunteer things that I do.
Okay.
And, yeah.
All right. And what else do you do? What else are you working on? As far as I heard you say, you had a book out.
I do. I have a book on the market, and it is entitled "When the Invitations Stopped," and that is a book about surviving domestic violence, how to take care of yourself, and learned or new ways of caring for yourself. Yes. Once you have come through it. Some women who experience domestic violence have such low self-esteem because they've been beaten down so much, not necessarily physical, but the physical abuse is a great part of it. Right. But because of the emotional abuse that they go through, they have low self-esteem. So this book was written to help women rebuild their self-esteem, to let them know that there is life after abuse and that they can move forward, they can be successful, and they can be healthy and whole after that.
Yes, that's excellent. That is awesome. You are doing it. You have written something to people who have gone through abuse, and it's not just women. It also can be a man. So you're doing an amazing job getting the word out and advocating for domestic violence.
Yes, that is my passion, advocating for victims of domestic violence. And as you said, whether they're men or women, they're women. But we find that African American women are 25 times more likely to be abused than women of other races, especially the Caucasian race.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Why is that so? Or is it just that, I don't know, I have my thoughts about that.
I guess there are just many reasons for it. Sometimes our men are oppressed especially in the workforce, and because they cannot be as successful as they have the potential to be, because they're held down or they don't get the positions that they are qualified for. A lot of times they're looked over, and sometimes these men come home and they vent their frustrations on the people closest to them, and that would be their wives or their partners, their girlfriends,
whoever.
Sometimes even their children. Yeah.
Oh, Miss Betty, you just said a mouthful. That's a whole nother conversation. You do know that. You just opened that up. So I'm so happy that you spoke on that, because you are right. There's a lot of men who have been abused themselves that actually turn around, like you said, and withdraw that anger or that frustration out on someone else. So we love healing in our group and in our organization, the Gift of Life Community Home. We praise healing, because that's what we want everybody to do. We don't want you to be stuck in that hurt, because hurt people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so you got to go full forward with healing. And if you don't heal, if you don't forgive, that's part of the healing process. You don't.
That is. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's fine. What were you going to say?
But definitely is part of the healing process. And I want to say also that my book is written from a spiritual perspective. It is not denominational specific, because it's written for women of all faiths. That's it. I mean, any faith that you are, you can find ways to help you heal in the book. Now, I did quote scriptures from the King James Bible, but that doesn't mean that it's specific to any particular religion. Right.
That's awesome. All right, well, we thank you. I know there was one other thing you talked about, and that's writing. All right, so what was your passion in writing and helping people with writing?
Well, what I do to help people with writing, one, I do ghostwriting, and that is for those people who have a story to tell but can't do it themselves, then I help them. I write the books or the articles, whatever it is that they want to write. I write it for them, and they give me the information, and I put it in a good form that it can be published. Also, I do editing of manuscripts that other people have written, but they're just not quite ready to go to press yet. So I do editing work. I do curriculum development, letter writing, resumes, business plans, wills, all kinds of things like that. Anything that can be written.
Look at there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, where can most people find you at? Is there a number? Are you on Instagram, social media, or anything?
I am on Facebook. With my name, Bettie Jones, and then my cell phone number, I can give you that. Which is 404-821-9584.
All right. Well, cool.
I have a book of poetry coming out soon, and most of the poetry in that book deals with social justice or social injustice, and it particularly addresses all of the things that have been happening in the news lately with the death of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and Trayvon, those kinds of things. And it's interspersed with short stories, relationship, I guess, short stories.
Right.
So.
Awesome. Well, that's amazing. Keep doing what you're doing. We're proud of you. We're so happy for you. All right, so we'll be right back after this with any other questions you have, and also the topic of the cannabis and the social life. All right, we'll be right back.
Boy, this thing's really goes high. And then you go over the top. The wedding is at the top. You go over the top is the wedding, and then you're just screaming.
Well, even if you make plans, you never think you're really ready for marriage.
No, it's like any growth. You can't be ready for it because it's growth. It's going to be new. It's going to be new. You're going to have a new life. You're going to be a new person.
Couldn't make you wait forever for forever. This is forever. If there's a question of my heart, you got it. It don't belong to anyone but you. Hey, if there's a question of my love, you got it. Baby, don't worry, I got plans for you. Yeah, baby, I've been making.
Word.
All right. So y'all saw the Natural to Life 2015 video. It's been a while. That was our first event that we've ever did, and it was in Dallas, Texas, at the Black Academy of Arts and Letters, T-Ball, and wonderful, wonderful people over there in Dallas, and they allowed us to have our event. It was amazing. I mean, if you go on YouTube, there's a full video of what happened that day. But we had guests like Isis. If those don't know her, she was the woman who got arrested in Texas for braiding hair in her kitchen, in her home. And so we want to shout her out because she went all the way to the governor and got that reappealed so that African American women can conduct ancestral hair braiding in the comfort of their own homes or start their own businesses using ancestral or hair braiding, which is the technique that our ancestors used to do hair. All right, so we want to welcome her back to this year's event or this year's conference, which will be August the 7th and the 8th. So that will also be our back to school rally, and we also want to invite the others who were actually in that, and we'll give you all some flyers and some information about the Natural to Life. If you want to become a vendor, please give us a call at 404-631-6360. Again, 404-631-6360. Become a vendor, a model, or a talent, because it is a Natural to Life, natural hair, fashion, and a talent show. So we're giving out, Mr. Henderson's giving out $500 to the best talent. So we want to encourage those to join. The models will get trophies, first, second, and third place, and so forth. So we want you guys to give us a call if you want to be a vendor or participant. All right, Mr. Henderson, what are the outlets to watch the show? We didn't do that today.
Well, statusnetwork.net. You can go get the app. You got a Play Store. It's in the app. Mm-hmm. If you're on Instagram, manifesttv.status. If you're on Facebook, Status Network LLC. On Periscope and Twitter, status_network_. Mm-hmm. Amazon Fire Stick and Roku, Status Network. Mm-hmm. Look for the Holistic Cannabis Show. Mm-hmm. Manifest TV. Download the app. Look for the Holistic Cannabis Show. And YouTube, to watch the reruns. Mm-hmm. Look up Manifest TV. Look for the Holistic Cannabis Show. If you want to call in to the show, you can call in at 470-251-4647.
Mm-hmm. That's it. All right. Well, again, our topic today is cannabis and social life. So we have another video that we want to show you guys on cannabis and social life. So if you guys will sit back and keep your feet up and watch this, we're telling you about cannabis and how it's helping people all over in all ages get their medication and live their best lives.
Oakland, California, meeting with what might seem an unlikely group of marijuana users, senior citizens. Senior citizens are the fastest growing and largest demographic in the field of cannabis for so many reasons. Today, we're going to meet with medical practitioners, educators, outreach, and pioneers who are helping bring these medicines to the senior citizen community. We are at what might be the coolest party ever, the East Bay Senior Cannabis Social Club.
The things we were told would harm us are actually proving to do the opposite. Drugs like MDMA, mushrooms, marijuana, LSD, and ayahuasca are helping resolve serious mental issues. Join us as we explore for ourselves the healing powers of weed, psychedelics, and other mindful practices. The East Bay Senior Cannabis Social Club started in March 2017 as a monthly meetup for seniors to talk shop, share weed ingestion tips and experiences, smoke some pot, and have a good time.
Chocolate cake is medicated. It's not daytime use.
But right now you're having a combination of different herbs. Like this is a blueberry muffin and probably some kush.
Ooh.
And then some other stuff.
Okay.
Exactly.
This is representative of a larger growing mental shift among folks in their age group who would like to be less reliant on prescription medicines and more connected to a natural way of life.
One day when I was still smoking, I was driving across the bridge, and all of a sudden I realized I was relaxed. And that's when I shifted from getting high to getting medicated, personally. My whole mindset changed on it, and I became much more aware of what the medical benefit of it could be, and then I started meeting people who were much more engaged in the medical world and the advocacy world, and that's when I just said, this is where I need to be.
I haven't been practicing for a long time, nursing, until I saw this photo in my local newspaper of a nurse teaching senior citizens at a retirement community about cannabis. And I went, oh my gosh, this is like really legitimizing it. And I was just so curious, and then I started going to conferences, meetings, these kinds of groups to learn as much as I can.
Plant-based medicines, non-toxic plant-based medicines are alive and well, and it's just us creating more awareness and education around them so it feels safer to use them. So we have a mission ahead of us, but I think it's a worthy one.
So my name is Barbara Blazer, and I'm an RN with 50 years experience in the RN field. I actually retired a couple of years ago after being the director of a hospice. And while I was at the hospice, I saw lots of patients who really appeared to be suffering with end-of-life things. And I would see them on Friday and they'd be devastated, and I'd see them on Monday and they would be more upbeat, and they would have been visited by a grandson with brownies. And I began studying what the efficacy was in treating seniors, and I got offered the opportunity to become a patient advocate at Magnolia Wellness here in Oakland.
About 5-6 years ago, I took 3 antidepressants a day and washed it down with a bottle of wine every night. And then took sleeping pills on top of that, and weighed about 200 pounds more than I do right now. And slowly, I weaned myself off and started doing edibles. I'm an edibles girl. And I'm happy to say today I don't take anything. No antidepressants, no pharmaceuticals, only marijuana.
So just to clarify, you actually retired from the hospice.
Yes.
Took time off and then went on to go back into the field because...
Well, I actually got critically seriously ill and had some major surgery, and it went bad. The doctor, who I dearly love, poked a hole in my intestinal tract. I ended up with septicemia, in a coma for weeks, lost all my hair, had to relearn to walk. And in that 6 months, I spent a lot of time reading about medical marijuana. I came to believe that cannabis offered the opportunity to age at home successfully, get back into the garden, see my grandkids, and enjoy life more. And for the seniors that we see, 40% of our patients are seniors, that's what they want to do.
Something that I feel really impassioned about is bringing seniors into the cannabis community, allowing them to speak to practitioners, creating education for them so that the stigma can get demystified in a way that is comfortable for them.
The thing is, most of these guys grew up during the reefer madness era and the war on drugs. So it's taken a lot of outreach and education to dispel the false myths that kept the medicine illegal for so long.
the stigma against medical marijuana still exists, thank you, Nancy Reagan, but in seniors in particular. You know, I'm 71. I grew up believing Nancy Reagan. Oh my God, Nancy wouldn't lie to me, but she did. She lied to me.
I do still see quite a bit of resistance, you know, because 90% of them have never used it before. A lot of them come to me desperate, sort of everything, they've tried everything else, nothing else has worked, and so they're very sort of disgusted in some cases that they've resorted to marijuana.
People, you know, from our generation, we're so used to hiding our cannabis, you know, and our cannabis use in the closet. And so this is a nice way to bring people out of the closet, cannabis-wise, into a social environment where we can sit around and smoke together, laugh together, eat together, and nobody's worried about what the person next to them might think about that.
Seniors benefit so much from cannabis as they age, for sleep, for pain, for mood elevation, for community, for bonding. I mean, cannabis is an incredible bonding plant.
What we found is that a lot of folks started coming to the East Bay Senior Cannabis Social Club looking for a healthy change in their lives. And what they got was a lot more. They found a community of like-minded individuals to share their experiences with, and for some, a real sense of community and even family.
We're smoking a joint together, we're swapping spit, we're family.
I'm sorry. It's truly a miraculous plant, and there are no side effects, except you might have a really good time, and you might eat a little more than you should.
Can I get some crumbles? I'm the hostess, I'll have some crumbles.
That is OMG, that is amazing. Y'all heard that here.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
Socialize.
You mean to tell me your granny smoking and you still scared? You still scared to smoke?
Y'all heard it from the grandmothers themselves. They said Nancy Reagan lied to them.
Y'all better let y'all grandmama hit that one time. Pass that one time. Your Thanksgiving dinner will be whole different. You heard me? Granny happy. She in the kitchen whipping it up, humming and everything.
Not in pain, not nothing.
Stop dealing with that bad credit. Stop dealing with that bad credit. Hey, we can help remove foreclosures, student loans, late payments, bankruptcies, charge-off, public records, collections, and more. Y'all need to reach out to me, man. I'm on them judgments, repossessions, tax liens, inquiries, medical bill, child support, evictions. We killing it over there. www.nthcredit.net, 888-959-2093, nthcredit@gmail.com. We finna hit you with that tip right quick. Hey, shout out to my kinfolks, Carrington. Yeah, Carrington hit me with that beat right there. You know what I'm saying, man? Shout out to my little cousin, man. He trying to get them beats going on. The boy gonna follow up. Check this out. Somebody asked me the other day, what's the quickest way to get an increase in my score? I said, look at your credit report. Then I told them, number two, leverage the open credit that you got. If you're behind on any credit card payments or any car payments that you can afford to get caught up on, start with the smallest of the balances first, right? You're trying to hurry up and get your credit score up. You got 30 days to get her done. Check this out. Look at your credit report. Look at the open credit cards. If you got some open credit cards, 9 times out of 10, the late payments is having a impact, but the quickest impact on top of that is to bring down their usage rate. You bring down your usage percentage, man. Bring that on down to about 5% and kill the game right quick. Automatically off the top, you're gonna see about 35, 40 points added on to your score per trade line that you're doing that to. You keep that going on, soon after a while, you're gonna tackle everything that's open. Then you're gonna hit them charge-offs, all right? Check this out. Go to LexisNexis, SageStream, CoreLogic, hit that boy, opt out of everything, then see your disputes. You know why? Because your collection and charge-off items is tied to your old previous address. You have your address removed. Boom, wham, then hit them with that right there, all right? Say, that credit tip is gangster.
I like the way you added the music. That was really nice. All right, so we want to get ready to wish everyone a happy Juneteenth. That is going to be a festival, an Atlanta Parade music festival going on for Juneteenth. There's a study that says young adults' consumption of alcohol, cigarettes, and other substances fell following marijuana legalization. So the investigators concluded our findings added to evidence that the legalization of non-medical cannabis has not led to dramatic increases in the use of alcohol, cigarettes, and non-prescribed opioids. Y'all see that? There's also a clinical trial that topical CBD ointment affects efficacy for psoriasis. All right, so our results indicated a trend of favorable responses in the treatment with CBD, which has emerged in a therapeutic option for psoriasis, researchers concluded. Then there's an analysis of reduced taxes, fewer regulatory burdens would promote better growth in California's licensed cannabis market. So dire is the current situation that advocates now fear that the cannabis industry in California faces an essential crisis in the absence of meaningful tax reform. All right, so let's get these action alerts going and urge senators to keep the safe banking in the American Competes Act. All right, tell President Biden following through on your commitment to expunge marijuana records. We also want the bipartisan to expand local governments and the abilities to expunge marijuana-related criminal records. Let's go. There's also a survey that says the supermajority of Americans oppose federal marijuana prohibition. Only 20% of those surveys said that they support maintaining federal cannabis prohibition. All right, so y'all heard it. And last but not least, I want to shout out to my son, Jalen. Happy birthday. We wishing you a happy birthday all the way from Georgia to Texas.
Happy birthday, dog.
Happy birthday. All right, Miss Henderson, what we got?
Boom. Today's strain is brought to you 100% of the time by the MAC. You hear me? MAC, Miracle Alien Cookies. Boom, let's bust into this hybrid strain. Now, MAC, also known as Miracle Alien Cookies, or simply known also as Miracle Cookies, is a hybrid strain made by crossing alien cookies with Starfighter and Colombian. MAC produces effects that are happy and uplifting. The strain features a smooth orange flavor that is balanced out by floral accents on a sweet, earthy finish. Growers say MAC nugs are gorgeous and covered in resin. Medical marijuana patients choose this strain to help relieve symptoms associated with stress and depression. Get the MAC, not the pimp. Get the MAC. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so did y'all know? All right, so this is one of our questions. We should have had our shots ready. CBD and skin, it helps with anti-aging, it prevents acne, it treats psoriasis, it helps with anti-inflammatory abilities, it nourishes the skin, it helps with eczema, and is a powerful antioxidant rich in omega-6 and 9, and boosts your immune health. All right, so if you all want more information and you want to learn it, this is actually a certificate class where you can take this anywhere if you want to help out in farms, if you want to help out on your job, if you're already a nurse. Having this continued education, okay, is going to boost you above so many uneducated people in the cannabis space. Come out, Atlanta, Georgia Academy of Cannabis Science, located at 820 Highway 138 in Riverdale, Georgia. You can get some information. Also, if you're online and you're in another state and you don't want to come in person, we have it where you can get online on your phone or anywhere else and take a course. All right, so come on and get in the classes. They start Saturday. We postponed them for another week so that you all can get ready after the holiday, and we might offer a little special. So if you call in and you want to take the class, or you just happen to have a essay on why your disability should help you get a scholarship, we may be able to get you a special on joining the class. All right, so one for my disabled people, veterans included, and then one for those who just need to take it for extra credit or for continuing their education in their field. So remember, all fields of study helps with cannabis. I mean, everything from your media to your transportation can be used for cannabis jobs and career opportunities in the space. All right, so you all heard about all the things that socializing will help with when you're smoking or you're eating or you're rubbing cannabis. All right, so it's all under one category. We can't just have cannabis, the smoke, or cannabis, the edibles, without addressing all of it. Right, Mr. Henderson?
Right.
All right, so if you all are interested again in getting some information, opening up your business, please give us a call. All right, what do you have? What else do you have, Mr. Henderson?
I got another track by my little cousin. Hey, man, y'all got to make sure that y'all follow him, man. His iCloud is carrington.thompson@student.gcccs.edu. His record label is Cannonball Beats. All right, CNONBALLBEATZ. All right. Now, we just played his music while we was doing the credit clip right there, and already I had a whole bunch of people that was hitting that joint, liking that joint. So y'all make sure that y'all go follow my Kim folks, man. Share. That's another one right there. Man, cuz is on it. All right. Anybody looking for some beats that they can advertise their business with, like beds with, BigShotEntertainment@gmail.com. That's Big Shot with the I. We laying the beds, we making the commercials, whatever you need out of there. We trying to be your #1 go-to source for a full production of all of your needs, whether it's photo, video, whatever you need as far as trying to make music. We also gonna be featuring a segment in the Natural to Life. All right, so what we want all the artists to do, if you're a producer, you're a singer, you're a writer, you got all your stuff together, we want you to participate. We're gonna start having these battle raps. All right, every week, all the way up until the event, the person that's trying to get in, you either get smashed or passed. If you pass and you the winner, you the last one with the pass, you'll be the first one with the cash. All right. Smash or pass, man. It's battle rapping. All right. Y'all get with it. 888-959-2093. Big Shot Entertainment @gmail.com. BIGSHOTINTERTAINMENT.com.
There you go. All right. So speaking of that Natural to Life, y'all want to make sure y'all are getting out for this. This is going to be a great big event. Mr. Henderson already talked about the battle rapping. His Big Shot Entertainment is already going to be sponsoring this event. Tell them what you're going to offer to everyone.
You win. Not only do you get cash, you get some cash to put in your pocket. You know what I'm saying, man? You also, we going to hook you up with a little studio time for to get your demo going. And we working on the deal right now to where if you win, you even get your video thrown in there, and you can have your video produced. You can have your video ready to go along with your recorded demo. So when you go and meet your connections, however they go, boom, you already got a video, you already got a demo.
All right, that's it. All right, so if you want to sponsor, you saw that form, we're going to send you a form to your email address. So if you want to email us, you can email the Gift of Life Community Home. That's who is sponsored by, the Gift of Life Community Home @gmail.com. That's BTHE, Gift, GIFT, of OF, Life, LIFE, Community, COMMUNITY, Home, HOME, @gmail.com. That was long.
Yeah, but that's what it is.
That's it. All right. Well, we again thank you all for watching. If you like the beat, please give Mr. Henderson a call. We may be able to get those beats out to you. All right. Until next week. Thanks for watching, and until next week.